Hello and welcome to ICSC 2026 in Las Vegas. We're here with Ryan. How are you today?
I'm good. It's a good show.
Yeah, is this your first one?
This is my 11th year
11th
attending
year?
the event.
That's
yes.
amazing. Can you take me through like the timeline of what you think about the shows from 11 years ago?
When I first started, it was in 2016. Things were very lively, but I didn't know what to expect. And so over the years, as I had watched it kind of ebb and flow based on market conditions and things of that nature, we would see years where it was slower, other years where it was popping. It was very busy, a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, and that's exactly what I'm experiencing today.
Today is like one of the exciting years.
Absolutely, and it's in the midst of really challenging times in many ways. There's a lot of uncertainty. People have a lot of questions, but at the same time, I'm seeing a lot of energy and a lot of resilience.
Yeah, and you would think almost it could be, not as popping, but what are other years you felt like were a big boom for the show?
As far as from an energy level and a strong perspective, it was really before interest rates started taking a rise. There was a lot of momentum. The economy was strong. I would say, maybe 5 and 6 years ago, just before you noticed interest rates creeping back upward, that was a very healthy time, and it was a great time to be in this business.
Yeah, I went to the middle of the convention, and it was like the energy was amazing.
Yes.
It's a good year.
I don't know how many are in attendance today, but I would imagine it's as strong as it's been in 3 or 4 years at least.
Yeah, that's amazing. So do you want to talk a little bit about your company and what you do?
Yeah, so I represent Northmark Capital. I am an investment sales broker, so I represent clients on the acquisitions and the dispositions of shopping centers. On occasion, we'll sell some other assets that are multi-tenant oriented, but primarily I'm helping investors acquire income-producing assets and analyzing the strengths, the weaknesses of the asset, kind of what are the things that threaten the investment and things that they should be cognizant of going into it, eyes wide open, things of that nature. That's primarily what I do when it comes to my advisory services.
Okay, amazing. So when they first come in, you can kind of say, here's like what could happen, but do you also say that they want to be a client of yours? Do you then give them like a quarterly, update of how it's going, or?
So when it comes to the investment sales side of things, for most brokers, it's kind of an in and out where once you sell the transaction, it's on to the next project. That said, one of the things that we like to do is stay involved. We're after long-term relationships and commitment to seeing it through and making sure that they're set up for success, because we cast a vision as to what we're seeing, and we want to see how that plays out. And so to stay involved is very important to us. But I would say it's not so much on a quarterly basis, it's more usually on a biannual basis.
Just kind of checking in and saying, did everything that we said come into fruition?
Yes, that's right. And then even for those that aren't necessarily looking to sell an asset for any period of time, the other thing that we will do is analyze the property as if we were to sell it, just so they have a good pulse and sense of kind of how things are going. We implement a process that helps them get visibility into what the market rents are, if they can push rents with tenants, things of that nature, making sure that they're properly maintaining the centers, things of that nature.
Do you feel like when you come back, the next year, you feel like you're pretty spot on with predictions?
I think there are some things that we generally, yes, we are spot on. But you don't know what you can't see, so there are some times where factors that were unforeseen can certainly influence an outcome that wasn't anticipated.
Something you can't predict.
Yeah, exactly.
Something like COVID.
Exactly. Perfect example. COVID. I mean, no one had that on their bingo card,
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a perfect example, actually.
Yeah, and then also you work with Y Center, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, it's been a great experience. So, we met Ariel, I think, 3 years or so ago, and we started doing transactions. I think up to this point, we've transacted 4 or 5 deals with him, and now we are often representing him on the buy side. So when he identifies an opportunity, he sends it over to us, and it helps us begin that process of that evaluation, that analysis, and kind of what our view is about the asset, what we like about it, what we don't like about it, and kind of guide the negotiation in that regard.
Yeah, so you've had a good experience.
It's been a great experience.
Yeah. For your company, what do you see for the future?
For Y Centers, I think the future is bright. I think that Ariel has a vision that he is, and an attitude that he is going to see it through. So he is very focused. This is the beginning for him. And so with what he's already accomplished up to this point and where he's going with this, his relentless attitude and desire to persevere, to do the right thing, to be transparent, to be honest, those are the things that matter in this business. Reputation goes a very long way, and I think that that's something that he values as well.
Yeah, and I feel like it's such good qualities for both partners to have,
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, all parties really, something that I generally say in this business is everyone wants to walk away from a transaction feeling like they won. You don't have to lose if you're selling and you don't get necessarily the number you want to get. You can still win because you understand that it was the appropriate value. So the thing that we labor over more than anything is just to make sure that everyone understands exactly what the score of the game is. And usually always we're able to walk away with everyone feeling pleased about the outcome.
That's amazing. Well,
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here with
Sure.
us today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Happy to.
Thanks.
Take care.